I want to help you do better this year, and I have to say it. I have to say it. You can cancel me all you want, but New Year resolutions don't work. Yalla Habibi, how are you? How's the family? Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you guys. This is Kenneth Olusanya again. Thank you for sticking around with me all this while. Thank you for your love and support for Can We Talk. It's going to be new things coming your way, new fun things actually that I'm very excited about. This year will be brilliant, and I love that there's this fresh, beautiful energy that comes with the new year, and I hope that you're also running in that energy. But I have something very important to share with you today that I think will save your life and save your 2025. It's no news that when we cross over into the new year, we cross over with this vibrant energy. We have all these goals and dreams and aspirations, or as we will call them, resolutions. But I have some secrets to tell you that will really help you. So stay tuned. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, like this doesn't take, like, it's just there. Like just do it. Like, why? What's wrong with you? I'm joking. But please subscribe, share with a friend if you'd like to, and leave a comment. If anything that I say resonates with you, please leave a comment. Are you ready? All right, so let's go. The first thing I would say, the first secret that I'll give you is New Year resolutions don't work. Yeah, New Year resolutions don't work anymore. And maybe you've seen this to be true experientially, or maybe you're the 1% that it works for. Maybe. But the truth of the matter is New Year resolutions really don't work. And the reason why I'm trying to call your attention to this is because I don't think it's healthy for you to have to keep running a rat race every year. You know, go with this initial drive and energy, and then 2 months down the line, you're stuck. You know, in March, where you're supposed to be marching forward, your gas has finished. The engine is shaking. I want to help you do better this year, and I have to say it. You can cancel me all you want, but New Year resolutions don't work. What actually works is New Year systems. New Year systems. If you're a believer, maybe I'll say New Year revelations, not just resolutions. But when I say systems are the things that you don't just keep, they're the things that keep you. They're the structures that you create for yourself that make sure that everything you lay out for the year actually works out fine. Is it wrong to set goals and make plans? Absolutely not. You should. It's a pragmatic, wise thing to do. However, plans were not always designed to be followed through 100%. Some of you know what I mean. You've made plans for certain things, but you didn't execute exactly as planned, but the plan somehow kept you within the right confines of the things you're supposed to do. That's what plans are for. They're not actually designed for you to do everything the exact same way. They're just supposed to keep you within a structure. So in all that you do, I want to beg you, create systems, and I'm going to explain how to go about that, right? One way to do this, if the first step is you may have goals for the year. Maybe this year the Lord said you're going to buy Benz, or you're going to have houses, or you're going to preach the gospel to the nations, or you're going to start a business, or you're going to start a school or something big. It's very important for you to summarize what that looks like, to break it down to the smallest bits possible. Right, you take it one day at a time. So in the month of January, what things can I do in pursuit of this bigger, grander goal that I have in front of me? What actionable, practical things can I actually do? So I'll give you an example. If what God has told you is that by the end of the year, you would have founded an educational institution, what you do is say, in the month of January, I want to use this month and the next, maybe January and February, to do all the research I can about the educational system in the country that you believe you're supposed to do this. You do your research. Who are you going to consult? Who are you going to talk to? The next step, you talk. You maybe talk about your plan. How would this structure look like? How would the school run? What kind of level of education am I trying to meet needs for? Is it tertiary? Is it primary? So just break it down by month, and by the time you're done, you just make sure that you have a clear timeline for when you would actually establish that school. So make it very small and simple. Don't do 20 tasks in one day. Spread it out. If it's one task per day or per week, I tell you, it's better than having all these things on your to-do list and you just want to check those boxes because it feels nice. You know what I mean, right? Some people just try to flood their to-do lists so that it looks like they're making, and I know it psychologically it helps, but you put on your to-do list, wake up, brush my teeth, take my bath, and you're taking it makes sense. Oh, just killing those goals. Just be very, very careful to summarize your goals. Make them very simple, very small, and very achievable. In terms of creating structures, the next step is to be very accountable. Be very accountable. Create a structure for you. It'll really help in every facet that you need accountability. So it could be in your devotion to the Lord if you're a believer. Who do I know that is a pest that would pester my life, drag me by my shirt and say, oh boy, you need to pray? When did you pray? Have you studied your Bible? Why are you online? Oh yeah, why is your Instagram still installed? You need people that can get all into your business and call you out. If it's in your walk, your victory walk with the Lord, maybe last year, 2024, was not the best. It was a bit ugly. You did things you didn't want to do. And now this year, like clean slate, I need to do better. Then get someone who can help you on that, who can spur you and provoke you onto good works. If it's in terms of just like the goals that you even have someone look at your goals and track it every week. Oh, so by the end of the week, you guys talk. How did your week go? You need to be absolutely accountable. That is how you create a structure, or it could even be automatic. What alarms can you set, right? What things can you just automate, that will keep you accountable to your goals? So, for example, and maybe I'll just give a big shout out right now. I was finding it very hard to continue these videos on YouTube because it's very stressful. Oh my God, all this, welcome to my YouTube channel, is not being, oh my gosh. And so I just said, you know what, I need to create a structure that helps me. And I got one of the most fantastic people to work with me on this. Can I give you a shout out? Do you mind? It's Jedediah. She's absolutely amazing. Maybe her picture will show you, I don't know. But yes, she's absolutely amazing. And so this gives me a structure to put out more content. I know many of you were looking forward to more, and you're going to get way more. So that's one way of putting a structure or a system in place. And then under this still, in terms of New Year systems, get mentorship. So in business, in your spiritual walk, it's okay to have mentors so that you don't have to repeat mistakes or start from scratch where others have already gone ahead. You can just stand on the shoulders of giants and see ahead and see better. So get mentorship from people that know their apples in those things that you need to do, whether it's in leadership or it's academics or it's business or spirituality or ministry. Get someone that can hold your hand and spur you to achieving those things. Does that make sense? New Year resolutions don't work unless you have strong, solid systems to enable them. Does that make sense? Let's go to the next one. Don't save, only invest. Don't save, invest. This one is something I'm very passionate about because in case you haven't noticed, the economy is not smiling and inflation has gone up by 34% just in the last year. And it's everywhere in the world. Of course, smaller in places like the US where it's like 2.7% inflation. But guess what? Things are going up. Prices are going up. And if the ratchet effect is going to remain, then it means these prices are not coming down anytime soon. And projections of what economists are saying and investment bankers are saying is that the dollar is going to keep increasing, maybe by 3.5%. You can correct me, but it's going to keep rising even into 2025 as the yields start to spread, as the treasuries and bonds start to mature. It's going to keep growing. So you can expect that inflation will keep rising. And the Naira is not fighting. I know we want to do more local production, but we can't hold our breath hoping for those things to happen. So what should you do? Imagine this. Imagine you had, just think about it. Imagine you had 10,000 Naira in, what year should I call? Maybe in 2010. I think in 2010, $1 was around, again, I may be wrong, was around 180 Naira, if I'm not mistaken, around that time. So it was still okay. That was like that amount. So imagine you had 10,000 Naira then. It meant, or let's just, for the sake of this, let's say 200, right? $1 is 200 Naira. You would have had how much then? That's 500, if I'm not mistaken. Or 50, my math is really 50, right? You have $50. Today is helping me do the math in the background. It's 50, right? So you have $50 then if you had 10,000 Naira. Think about it. So imagine you saved that 10,000 Naira into this year. 10,000 Naira. Now, $1 is 1,600. Let's just use that as the number. If you have 1,600 and 10,000 Naira, how much do you have in dollars? That's 10,000 divided by 1,600 Naira. How much is that going to be? $6.25. My goodness. So you in your mind, you actually saved in the bank. You kept your Naira, your money there, but it has devalued over the years. So you've not saved, you've actually lost money. So you cannot afford to do that this year again. I beg you. I just did the maths to help open your eyes to see that you cannot just save. You need to invest. And there's a way of investment that you can go about it and you are gambling. And what I mean is this. For some people, they outrightly gamble. You maybe bet on a soccer match that happened, or you go to a casino and you do a game of poker and whatnot. That's gambling. But another form of it is when you go into an investment you have no knowledge about. You haven't read about it. You don't know anything about the crypto space or Forex, and you just throw your money. That is gambling. But I believe that God will want us to be responsible with our finances such that we do the homework. We research. We know how these things work, and then invest with information. All right. But I can tell you that personally, this is something that I practice as well. I have dabbled into the crypto space. I have stocks in American companies. I have real estate investments, just things that I know will, again, there's risk involved. There's always going to be risk, but sometimes high risk, high reward. You can do low risk investment as well, but just make sure that your money is growing. It can be as simple as putting your money in one of those savings or finance management apps where you can accrue like maybe a 14% increase by the year end, or 27% as some of these apps do. I may not mention their names, but you know the ones I'm talking about. Just put your money there where it is being grown. The conventional bank maybe might yield a 3% if you put in a current account, but that's not nearly enough to help you grow your wealth. If you're growing it by 3% and inflation is rising by 34%, my goodness, there's a lot of concern. So I'd advise you get counsel, get a mentor who can tell you what they've done to grow their wealth and how you can do the same for yourself. But don't save this year, invest. Invest your money. If you save, you will lose. That's the irony of it. If you save your money this year, you will lose your money. So invest, grow it, make it sustainable. You can invest in business. Maybe someone is starting a business. You can invest in terms of equity, own a stake of their business by giving them capital. Like, just go all out this year. You can start a business with capital. Invest. Just make sure that your money is growing. All right. And the third one is this: take it easy. It sounds simple, but take it easy. This year, as much as there is a lot of vim and ginger to accomplish your goals, take it one day at a time. Right? Who was that psalmist that said one step at a time? There's no need to rush. Yeah. Just make sure You take it one step at a time. Like, chill. Prioritize rest. Silence anxiety. Make sure that you're not putting yourself under undue pressure. Like, your process will always be different from the next person, even if you have the same career path. Someone might get a promotion in 2 years and you get yours in 4. Hey, your progress and your process is different. Don't run a rat race chasing people that are not you. God has made you differently. Your process will be different. Your wilderness, your training, your preparation will always be different. So embrace it and be fine. In fact, think about it. Our Lord Jesus said this in Matthew chapter 6 when he was telling about how God provides for us, even though he provides for the birds of the air, the lilies of the field. How much will he not, give us the things we so basically need? And then he says this in Matthew 6, I think it's verse 34. Literally, he says, therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. This is not a motivational. In fact, if it were a motivational speaker, you probably hear the opposite. Plan your week ahead, which is okay. But make sure you exert yourself. Make sure you're always, setting your goals. And Jesus is like, hey, hold my juice. Actually, don't do that. Like, relax. Tomorrow has enough problems. Focus on today and the provisions that God supplies for today. Doesn't mean you're not going to make plans, but it means you do it with grace. Give yourself a lot of grace. You will make mistakes this year. Better believe it. Treat yourself with grace. I was just imagining, when I read the scripture, my imagination runs wild sometimes. And imagine a surfer dude or bro in California. You know how they talk very chill, like, bro, just like chill, yo, dude. I was reading this and that was exactly how I imagined. Maybe that's actually how he said, like, dude, don't worry about tomorrow, dude. Like, just chill, bro. Like, tomorrow has like worries of itself. Like, just be all like, dude, just relax, bro. I feel that's the word of the Lord to you. Relax, bro. Chill. You understand? That's the Rema. The Rema is that you should calm down. Yeah, there we go. But that's what I think would really help your 2025, honestly. I know it's a new year, there's fresh energy, but pace yourself. You're running a marathon, not a sprint. Take it easy, take it one day at a time, and God will bless the works of your hands. I hope this has blessed you. Please let me know in the comments which one stuck out to you the most. And if you feel like there's more secrets that need to be talked about even more, drop them in the comments. You're probably smarter than I am, so I'd like to learn from you as well. Please do that. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to this channel. I can't wait to show you what I have in store for you this year. I wish you the very best this year. I welcome you to the best year of your life yet. God bless you. Take care of yourself.